So let us start the concept, the question which we were discussing in the last lecture. In that question, the value of imported goods was 2 lakh rupees. Basic custom duty given was 10%. IGST given was 15%. GST compensation cess given was 15%. And social welfare surcharge was 10%. Sorry, IGST was not 15%, IGST was 12%. 10% basic custom, IGST 12, compensation 15, and social welfare surcharge 10%. Now, let us solve this case. But before solving this case, you must know what you have known for the time being. What you can easily tell anyone for the time being is that you know the type of duties. You know this section, section 12, Custom Act. It sends me to Custom Tariff Act, section 2 of the Tariff Act, basic custom. Then we have under section 3 so many additional duties. Apart from additional duties of section 3 and other sections like protective duties, safeguard, etc., we have social welfare surcharge, road and infrastructure cess, and national calamity and contingency duty. Now, I must tell you now that on what value you charge these percentages. For this, let me share a screen with you. Can you see this screen? Is the screen clearly visible to you? You can unmute or you can reply through chat window in whichever you are comfortable.
Yes, sir.
Is the screen visible to everyone? Okay, so let us start. Now, first is what? Now, first duty of custom is what? First duty of custom is what? Section 12 of the Custom Act, which sends me to section 2 of the Tariff Act. So that section 2 is the first duty, that is known as basic custom duty. So how much will be the basic custom duty? So how much is my basic custom duty? %10 of value, it is fixed, 10% of value. How much is the value? 2 lakh rupees. I hope this point is clear that basic custom duty given is 10%. Question will tell you the rates of every duty. You are not supposed to learn any date. Question will tell you the rates of every duty. Value in this question, fortunately, we have been given the value. Otherwise, you have to compute value also on which duties will be charged. I will tell you after this lecture how do we compute the values. In the last examination, question on value came. And normally we should expect that question on value will come. Because computing duty is very easy. The problem is only in the value. Just like under Income Tax Act, computing tax is very easy, but computing the heads or total income, taxable income requires more knowledge. So basic custom duty is simple, whatever rate multiplied by the value. Next point. So in this question, or if you ignore this question, how many additional duties we have which are in our course? Section 3739. Section 37 is IGST. Section 39 is GST compensation cess. And in this question, fortunately, we have IGST given 12%, GST compensation cess given 15%. Now, my only question is on what value I will charge this 12% and 15%. So for this, you must read this slide or this file. Okay, so I have prepared this. This is from my book. Now you can see IGST. Now this is the calculation of IGST. You must remember this. You should take this screenshot. Okay, you should take the photo, not screenshot. You must be having this photo with you. Okay, you must be having this photo because you must learn this. You should take this photo. Now see what is written. Calculation of the value of imported article on which the integrated tax is levied. Section 3.8. So IGST is imposed through section 3 subsection 7, but on what value it is imposed, it is explained in section 3 subsection 8. You are not supposed to learn this section. Now read this. For the purpose of calculating integrated tax on any imported article where such tax is leviable at any percentage of its value. Yes, in my question it is any percentage, 12% of the value. The value of the article is to be calculated by this formula. What it says. Now this will be the value on which I will charge IGST. But how you have arrived at this value? Now read it. This is my first value. The value of the article determined under section 14 subsection 1 or the tariff value of the imported article determined under section 14 subsection 2. Till I discuss with you the concept of valuation, you ignore it. For your example, this value is given, which is 2 lakh. So you ignore this line. You must only remember that this is the value, which is 2 lakh in my case. Add any custom duty chargeable on the imported article under section 12. Do you remember section 12? This is section 12 of Custom Act. So under section 12 of the Custom Act, what is written? That go to Custom Tariff Act. So all the values, all the duties which are charged under Custom Tariff Act, add it. Then any additional sum chargeable on the imported article in the same manner as custom duty. Now this social welfare surcharge, national calamity and contingent duty, road and infrastructure cess, these are not imposed through tariff act. These are imposed through finance acts. But what is this category which is written? Any additional sum charged on imported article in the same manner as custom duty. So these three, social welfare surcharge, road and infrastructure cess, and national calamity and contingent duty, these are just like custom duty, not under section 12. You have to add those also. And then whatever value you get, that has to be multiplied by the percentage and you get the IGST. But what you should note, while calculating the value of imported article on which the integrated tax is levied, following two are not included. Otherwise, except these two, add every duty and then charge IGST. Don't include integrated tax because we are computing that itself, and don't include GST compensation cess. Ignoring these two, whatever is the total value, that value is the value on which integrated tax is levied. So in my example, can you tell me what is the value on which I will charge IGST? Can you compute yourself? So what is the value on which you charge IGST? So first is what? This value. How much is this value given in the question? 2 lakh rupees. Plus then this value. Any custom duty charged under section 12. So in this question, is there any custom duty charged under section 12? No, there is no custom duty charged under section 12. Third point. Any additional sum charged Just like custom duty, yes, we have additional sum charged under this third point, just like custom duty. So we have only those three: social welfare, road and infrastructure cess, and national calamity. So in this question only what we have: social welfare surcharge. So I will add here which value? I have to add the value of social welfare surcharge. Then I can easily compute my integrated tax. Now, integrated tax itself and GST compensation cess, those are themselves covered under section 10, section 12. Integrated tax and GST compensation cess, these themselves are covered under section 12, but I have not added it. Why? Because they have been specifically excluded by the same section 3.8. That is why I am not adding compensation cess as well as IGST. So in my question, on this total, I will multiply by 12%. So I cannot compute it right now till I know the value of social welfare surcharge. Point clear? Any doubt? Shall I proceed? Any doubt in this point? Hurry up, kindly reply without wasting the time. Kindly reply without wasting the time. Okay, next. Now GST compensation cess 3.9. Again, section 3.9 gives the power to impose GST compensation cess, but on which value? That is written in section 3, subsection 10. But I'm not supposed to learn this section. Again, read the same thing. And if you read this calculation, it is also same. So it is very easy to know now that IGST and GST compensation cess, the value for the purpose of these two is same. Here also the same thing. Value plus all duties charged under section 12 plus, if not under 12, on a similar fashion like social welfare surcharge. The total is the value on which you have to charge GST compensation cess, but you do not include GST compensation cess as well as IGST in this. So here also, how much will be my GST compensation cess? How much? 15% of how much? Value 2 lakh. Plus what? Social welfare surcharge. Is this point clear? So only last point is pending. So let us see social welfare surcharge. This is social welfare surcharge. And what the Finance Act said about this, that this is 10% flat, but on which value? So this calculation says that social welfare surcharge is on which value? Now it does not include value of goods, it only includes taxes. That all the taxes which are imposed under section 12 plus all other duties which may not be imposed under section 12, but those are just like duties. On that value, you have to charge social welfare cess, social welfare surcharge. But what should not be included? While charging social welfare surcharge, these things are to be excluded. Don't include integrated tax. Don't include GST compensation cess. Don't include safeguard duty. Don't include countervailing duty. I have not discussed countervailing duty because it is not in our course. Don't add anti-dumping duty and don't add, of course, social welfare surcharge. So after reading this, you have to take the photo of this note also. Now, can you tell me how much will be the social welfare surcharge in my question? Can you tell me how much is the social welfare surcharge? How much is the social welfare surcharge? Can you tell me? 10% of what? All the taxes which are charged under section 12 plus all other similar taxes just like custom duty. And what should not be included? D6. So it excludes what? D6. That means to charge social welfare surcharge, I have nothing to do with IGST. I have nothing to do with GST compensation cess. I have to do only with what? This basic custom duty because it is charged under section 12. So my social welfare surcharge is 10% of basic custom duty, which is 2000. The moment I get social welfare surcharge, I will get other two items also. IGST and GST compensation cess also. And now you can easily do the calculation. Can you do the calculations now? Sorry, this will be having what? Basic custom duty is left. Here also what is left? Basic custom duty. Because for the purpose of charging GST, compensation cess and IGST, only these two themselves are excluded, otherwise we have to add everything. So how much is IGST? Is this question clear? Is this question clear? Kindly reply, is this question clear? If you have understood this question, you can attempt any question of custom duty. Any doubt you ask me. Okay, shall I proceed? So I have discussed with you the concept of basic, not basic, custom duties. Now, any question of any level, ignore becomers level, even at practitioner level, if you have understood this structure, you can easily attempt any question. So shall I proceed now? Hurry up, kindly reply. Shall I proceed? Okay. So I'm disconnecting the video right now because after some time it will end and we have to start a new topic, valuation. So after 5 minutes or within or even before 5 minutes, I'm sending a new link and let us start a new topic, valuation of goods. After this, the practical of custom will be over and in 10 or 15 minutes, I will discuss with you the theory also. The topic will be over then.